What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and Fortnite update 18.30 is finally here. So I thought I would talk about some of the things that I saw in this update from leakers and from jumping in game for just a moment, and just give my thoughts on what we've seen so far. Of course, the big obvious thing, is that you can now unlock the Cube Queen. I thought the original timer was set to go for the 28th, but apparently that's not the case. You can now unlock the Cube Queen skins and other cosmetics, and that's a pretty cool thing. She's a really cool skin. We get to finally see her very unique glider. Her glider is a little machine that floats under her feet and creates a descending staircase for her to just walk down. I don't think anybody else has that kind of animation, and it looks really good. So, very cool skin. Another big skin that was added to the files now and looks like they're ready to release is Shadow Midas. Of course, from last year's Fortnitemares, everyone was really disappointed that Shadow Midas was not a skin you could either unlock or buy last year, but Epic is fixing that, and we're going to get him in the shop. He's even part of this week's tarot cards, along with two others, one of which I think people were saying could be the Bride of Frankenstein. That would be interesting. The Bride of Frankenstein's a monster, I guess we should say. I'm not sure what it is. But, yeah, very excited for Shadow Midas. I wonder what all is going to come with him, or if it's just him. You know, is he going to have a shadowy pickaxe or something? I don't know. I imagine he might. And, what else we got? We got zombie superheroes, which is really cool. If you remember the customizable superhero skins, well, you're going to get zombie versions now. So if you have a favorite superhero skin, if that's one of your mains that you like to use in Fortnite, you can now zombify them. And I believe they let you fully customize them. So anything that the original superhero skins could look like, these zombie skins should be able to recreate that in a scary variant now. Except you'll have to buy these, I'm pretty sure. It won't be just a skin variant that they give you. You'll have to buy these zombie skins. What else we got? We got, it looks like a tech trio. For 8-Ball, Lynx, I think is the name of the skin, and Peely. So these are all really cool looking skins. I guess this will be a pack that comes out at some point and not individual skins. But they all look really cool. Very excited about that. There's a new, looks like a Frankenstein stitched together zombie version of Hush, I think is the skin's name. She looks really cool. I like her regular version. So this is a really cool skin too. And speaking of skins, there seems to be code in the files for a skin or a skin set that is codenamed Headband, which everyone thought was going to be Naruto. And it looks like that may not be the case. It may still be a Naruto representative, but the two sets are codenamed Headband S and Headband K, which, as one of the leakers put it, that could be hinting that the two Naruto reps are actually Sasuke and Kakashi. That would be kind of crazy to think that the first Naruto character in Fortnite isn't actually Naruto. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think I'm fine with it. I think it's a little weird if they choose not to do Naruto first. But Kakashi, Sasuke, I mean, almost every character in Naruto has a dedicated fan base. So any character with a name, there's going to be fans who are going to be really, really excited about it. So if it's not Naruto, I think that's fine. It'll just be a little strange. But apparently one of them is supposed to be a boss on the island with exploding kunai. So gonna be an exciting time in the upcoming weeks of Fortnite, I guess. As we are now, well, we're about halfway through the season now. I think maybe a little bit past halfway through the season. At some point, I think there's supposed to be a desert on the island, but I don't see that happening. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just... There's a lot going on the island right now with the cubes. Apparently they're going to form a pyramid at some point, and I guess you'll be able to fight the Cube Queen too. So she's currently floating above the convergence as we speak in a little bubble where she's playing with a cube or two, I think. So she'll have to do something. But speaking of doing something, Dr. Sloan has finally reached she's finally arrived at her destination, the Redacted Bunker, which is now open. So, what was inside this bunker that's been there since the very first season of Chapter 2? It is an I.O. base. A fairly decent sized one. But from what I can tell, there's not really a lot in there. It's got the I.O. tech and everything. So I'm wondering exactly what this is. There's got to be story related, because why else have her track all the way across the map to get to this bunker that's been on the island for 2 years, and there was nothing there. There was nothing to do there. And now that it's open, it's just kind of where Sloan and the rest of the I.O. guards hang out. I figure it'll be important at some point in the story. Maybe towards the end of the season, but I guess we'll just have to see. And of course, we're waiting on and other than a few assorted backlings, and I think there's a new pistol in the game, the mech suits apparently are going to be the next funding thing that we can all donate our gold to get into the game. But it won't be forced. You won't be forced to vote against the mech suits. It's just going to be plain old get them funded and then they'll be there. So there won't be any either or this time. So I've never played with the mechs in the game. Apparently they've changed them a little bit, but I'll be excited to play as them. Last season, the UFOs, the flying saucers, were fun to pilot. Very cool vehicle. Now they're gone, but you know, this is going to be a very interesting time. I've been wondering, you know, when Fortnite actually does end, what will happen to the island? What will happen to some of this stuff? Will the caretakers disappear? I kind of like having the caretakers on the island, because the idea of a giant boss just roaming the island sounds really cool, you know, and even though I have some issues with them, where some of them don't really want to spawn the sideways when you encounter them, and which basically means when they don't spawn the sideways, you can't damage them, so they're invincible. And I don't know if that was intentional, if their programming is random like that just, yeah, they'll attack you a little bit and then summon the sideways, or if it was a bug and just sometimes they won't spawn the sideways and you just have to get out of there. But anyway, I think that's pretty much everything there is to cover. Bud the Mushroom is back. I'm not really sure. I know he was in there for a little bit back in the day, and then he just randomly appeared and then disappeared. But apparently the mushroom friends are back. And I think that's all I got. So right now we're waiting for Shadow Midas to drop and the rest of the Fortnitemares surprises. The Resident Evil collab was completely out of the blue. That was very fun. We're also waiting on this Naruto collab. At some point, it's got to be in the game, because they added 2 items to creative that suggests that the ninjas are near. And that was a ninja scroll and ramen, a bowl of ramen. And those are clearly taken directly from Naruto if you see the images. It's got to be soon, because even Donald Mustard said himself that it was going to be this season. But it just depends on exactly what this collab is going to do, who it will be, how this boss fight will work, and where the boss fight will take place. But that's all I got for you today on Fortnite stuff. Looking forward to the rest of Fortnite mares and the rest of the season. I hope you guys are too. Looking forward to Shadow Midas especially. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed listening to me talk. Like and subscribe. Go check out all my other Fortnite videos and all my other just gaming videos in general. And we'll see you next time. Later.